Words and phrases go in and out of style just like clothing. When was the last time any of you heard 23 skidoo, or nice gas pajamas, or you're the bee's knees? Those phrases come from the 1920s. Have any of you described anything lately as being far out or groovy? I grew up with those in the 1960s. We have some phrases used today that sound pretty strange and could leave people wondering exactly what you mean when you say them. One phrase I was thinking of is to think outside the box. I have a box. And I suppose the opposite of thinking outside the box would be to think inside the box. So let me try to get inside. I know. Okay, I'm inside, now I'll think inside the box. What I'm thinking right now is, do I look as stupid as I feel? Don't answer that. Who are you? Okay, now I'm outside the box, I'll think outside the box. What I'm thinking right now is, do I look as stupid as I feel? Is there an echo in this room? Okay. Another unusual sounding phrase is to push the envelope. Now, I have an envelope here, being so well prepared, and I know a good way to demonstrate pushing the envelope is to actually push it. So, I can feel the world changing for the better just by my act of writing. No, I didn't think you could either. So much for pushing the envelope. That brings to mind a question. For someone who pushes the envelope, does that make them an envelope pusher? Like it, hey man, I just got a fresh load of envelopes and right off the bottom. Really strong stuff. Let me run back in 5 minutes. Another strange sounding phrase is to make yourself uncomfortable or step outside of your comfort zone. Well, I don't see anything marked on the floor here as a comfort zone for me to step into or out of. So instead of me doing the Toastmasters two-step up here, I will just make myself uncomfortable. Okay. Being 100% honest and saying I'm extremely uncomfortable, and I think about the only thing that's going to come out of this is a back injury. Brilliant thing, make yourself uncomfortable, isn't it? No. Another unusual sounding phrase is to embrace. Embrace change, embrace challenge, embrace failure. You hear it all the time. Well, I know what you do when you embrace someone or something. You put your arms around them and give them a hug. But how do you do that with an idea or a concept? I know. There are people here tonight who represent change, challenge, and failure. Whoever you are, just stand up and I'll come over and embrace you. Don't worry about being a failure, it's just for the sake of the speech. Nobody. Okay, let's go back to the title of the speech and let's say what we mean. Instead of saying, think outside the box, how about if we just say, let's think about things in a new way. Or let's take a new approach to how we think about things. Instead of saying, push the envelope, how about if we just say, let's push the limits of what we can do? Or better yet, let's say there are no limits to what we can do. I mean, that's why we come to Toastmasters, isn't it? And instead of saying, step outside your comfort zone, or make yourself uncomfortable, save yourself a back injury. Just say, dare to try new things. They're nowhere near as difficult as you think they are. And that's why we come to Toastmasters, isn't it? Hey, there's a new echo in the room. I like this one much better. Instead of saying embrace, embrace change, embrace challenge, embrace failure. Let's try this. All three of those things happen to each and every one of us every day. Accept it. Get used to it. They're not going to kill you. If we all say what we mean, we will express ourselves with greater clarity and avoid any misunderstanding or need for repetition. And that's something we can all wrap our heads around, isn't it? In other words, that's something we can all easily understand. I'm so
Wait, see what she was doing.